Despite hype, Paul Mayweather fight was choreographed. Rumor is Mayweather facing 400 mail-orders, financial troubles.
He's just been having fun, shopping. That's it.
There's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true.
Floyd Mayweather's daughter was brought to tears when Stephen A. Smith unveiled a jaw-dropping $40 million scam tied to her father. Known for emphasizing generational wealth, Floyd has long claimed his fortune was built for his children. He maintains that it's their duty to uphold his legacy by earning and preserving wealth for future generations.
Building generational wealth, even like when my children, love my children. All four of my children are adults. And I told them, listen, no more handouts. No more handouts. It can't be, because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, from here on out, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
Mayweather frequently points out that boxing earnings are temporary, unless wisely invested. He argues that true financial stability stems from business endeavors beyond the ring. His own brush with bankruptcy serves as a reminder that even immense earnings can vanish without smart financial planning and investment.
When you're rich for a short period of time. Riches is short term. Wealth is long term. If you can have 100 million, but if you don't got no game plan, it's gonna be gone. If I didn't know what I know now, and they gave me 100 million when I was young, I probably would have fucked it off. But with a lot of time, a lot of experience, being around the right people, I know about balance.
Throughout his career, Floyd has taken pride in being self-reliant, managing his own deals, and avoiding outside control. While this autonomy served him well in boxing, it hasn't translated smoothly into business. In the world of finance, seeking advice from professionals is wise, but Floyd's go-it-alone approach has led to unstable investments and financial missteps, affecting his overall wealth.
Who negotiates those deals?
Me. Well, I'm a little different from every other athlete and entertainer because I keep 100% of the revenue. That's never been done before. I'm my own boss.
There's no manager, there's no agent?
No.
There's no pimp for Floyd?
No.
Wow.
I have a team, and it's a little, I guess I'm lucky.
So you're negotiating that transaction yourself?
Well, exactly. This is how it works. They know my number because I've already...
Floyd's insistence on controlling his own finances has steered him into risky territory. Although he earned millions through boxing, he's also reportedly taken part in dubious activities to maintain his financial status. Aligning with questionable figures for monetary gain has cast a shadow over his financial dealings.
Starts in 2018 when Floyd Mayweather was banned for 3 years from promoting securities after scamming his fans with an ICO called Cintratec. He was promoting tons of these ICO scams at the time, and he also narrowly avoided an ICO fraud lawsuit for the same thing, under the defense that he wasn't actually influential enough to convince people to buy the scam. And now that it's 2022, his 3-year securities ban is over, and he's back to scamming again. He's currently being sued once again for his promotion of Ethereum Max alongside Kim Kardashian, and also has gotten really into NFTs.
And if you in the NFT world and you betting on me, you will never lose. But what I need you to do right now...
Using his fame to promote scams, Mayweather misled financially vulnerable people by endorsing untrustworthy products and ventures. His chase for fast cash, rather than building wealth through thoughtful investments, has resulted in high-risk choices and associations that have undermined his financial foundations.
That's my new NFT. I've been working on that for months. If I win, you win.
Now, it's pretty obvious from these comments that Floyd has learned nothing after not reading the SEC settlement. So maybe that's why he tells us we can't lose by betting on it. So let's put that to the test with his last 3 NFT projects.
I'm dropping my NFT tonight. FloydNFT.com, August 10th. Go get it right now. Matter of fact, don't even wait till August 10th. Get it now. My NFT. Own a piece of my legacy. Floyd Money Mayweather. I'm not just in 30% or 40%, full 100% about you. I'm all the way in.
Now, Floyd's world was indeed a huge success.
Mayweather is well known for his extravagant lifestyle, but behind the showy image is a concerning pattern in how he manages money. He's known for buying luxury goods, but often delays payment or skips it entirely. Reports from places like Dubai say this behavior has damaged his reputation with business partners. Depending on credit and appearances rather than solid financial practices has put him in a precarious position.
The Tank's come out with a bit of a mad statement, and he said that Floyd Mayweather has been held captive in Dubai because he owes people money and he can't pay them, or won't pay them, one or the other. Before I carry on, please hit that follow button if you haven't already. We're on a mission to get to 10k. Now for me, the idea that one of the richest men in the world cannot pay somebody in Dubai is a bit mad. However, Tank Davis has come out and said ask Floyd to go live right now, and he can't. Which is a fair point, and knowing how Mayweather's ego is, if it was possible for him to go live, he would be responding to this straight off the bat. Now that being said, it wasn't that long ago since we saw that video call between him and Bill Haney on the internet. And whether this is true or not, I do not know. It could just be Tank throwing shots at Floyd Mayweather, because I know that relationship has been a little bit ropey in the last few years. But you never know, especially with somebody like Mayweather, who sometimes comes across with a bit of a god complex. Maybe he's just tried screwing the wrong people.
And another troubling part of Mayweather's financial track record is his tendency to ignore tax responsibilities. In a podcast, Joe Rogan highlighted Floyd's habit of falling behind on federal tax payments, which may explain the IRS's ongoing scrutiny. Rogan emphasized that no amount of wealth or luxury can excuse someone from paying taxes, no matter how lavish the lifestyle.
All that money to the IRS, how much does he owe?
It's in the $20+ million range.
A lot of money, man.
But it's not something that he's been, it's not like deception.
No.
It's just neglect to pay.
Neglect. And it's also like, I think, and there is like a truth to this, he makes so much money that there's probably a point when they're like, hey, it's time to pay your taxes. And you go like, all right, here's a check for $25 million. That's an incredible amount of money. And then they go, that's true, but you owe 50 more. And he's just like, that can't be right. I've given you $25 million.
Yeah, he's bought over 100 luxury cars from the same dealer and always pays in cash.
He has $15 million worth of cars.
Congrats. You can sell those.
Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn has openly questioned the direction of Mayweather's current career. Hearn views Floyd's ongoing exhibition matches and unstable investments as signs of financial desperation. Considering his past success, Hearn finds it puzzling that Mayweather still feels the need to pursue more earnings.
How about Mayweather?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that Mayweather was unquestionably one of the best ever. But I don't know. I mean, it's difficult to say he's not a true fighter because he fought everybody he could of his era. But he was a different kind of skill set, you know. He was very much hit and don't get hit, which is the art of boxing. I think sometimes when these guys carry on and they do the exhibitions and all that kind of stuff, it just sort of diminishes the legacy a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's what I feel like's happened with Mayweather.
Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you think
for money?
I
don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
I think he still needs the money after all these years.
I don't think he needs the money. But you know when you got that lifestyle, right? So when you're spending what he's spending...
It's a lot of expense.
During a revealing exchange, Stephen A. Smith asked Floyd a powerful question. Does he value his wealth more than his legacy? The intention was to prompt introspection, but instead of discussing his long-term impact, Mayweather focused on his financial wins, bragging about his business savvy and profits to him. It appears money holds more weight than the legacy he claims to be crafting.
You made money. You're gonna make a hell of a lot more money.
But the main thing is, I made smart investments, and I still make millions every month.
Do you care about your boxing legacy?
More than what?
Well, we ain't gonna say more than money. We know better. We're not gonna say more than money. We know better.
More than my family? No. So what's more important? My children. Because when I make this money, you know what? I put my children and my family in a position that they are entrepreneurs. They are bosses. I don't want my kids to have to answer to nobody. So I will take the long road. I will take the bumps and the bruises for them, but for my loved ones.
But fear, it's important to point this out about you.
Speculation about Floyd Mayweather's actual earnings intensified when Chael Sonnen made a surprising statement. Sonnen claimed that Floyd never received the much-publicized $100 million from his major fights. This startling allegation casts doubt on the commonly accepted stories surrounding Mayweather's financial success.
There's reports online that Floyd's a billionaire. There's reports that he was the highest paid athlete in this year and this year. First off, he's never gotten $100 million for a fight. Not even remotely close.
You think it's bull?
I know it is, because I know the fight business. I've been in the fight business my whole life. I'm a promoter right now. He's probably made about $68 million before in one night, which is crazy numbers. Mike Tyson, to put in perspective, when he fought Michael Spinks, that was the biggest fight of all time. When that fight happened, one got $30 million and one got $29.
$250 million against Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah. No fighter in history of the world. $250 million to go and box. I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money.
I think Floyd's fighting because he needs the money?
Yeah.
Really? Why? You think he blew through all of his money?
When Mayweather chose to fight Logan Paul instead of a seasoned opponent like Tyson Fury, many questioned his motives. Floyd explained that Logan had a larger social media following. This reasoning revealed a concerning shift in priorities valuing online popularity over real athletic challenge.
Why fight Logan Paul?
Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury?
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds. Big difference.
Although Floyd's exhibition bouts have drawn heavy criticism, his daughter, Yaya Mayweather, reacted with enthusiasm about his return to the ring. Despite public opinion labeling these fights as signs of desperation, she remains supportive. However, concerns continue to grow, with some suggesting that Mayweather could face serious financial issues by 2025 due to his current habits.
Insider info: Mayweather fight in Miami had low attendance despite hype. Paul Mayweather fight was choreographed. Rumor is Mayweather facing $400 million financial troubles. In celebrity boxing, not everything is as it seems. Take sold out and spontaneous claims with a grain of salt. I was hired to observe, record, and report my findings in 2021 in Miami. Today in 2025, the stuff is hitting the fan for Mayweather. Were you duped too? What are your thoughts with this latest Floyd Money Mayweather news cycle?
Floyd Mayweather's father once remarked, "When money comes, people change." A statement that seems to mirror Floyd's evolution in both life and finances. One of Floyd's most memorable and controversial quotes is, "When it comes to legalizing bank robbing, I'm the best," revealing his bold persona and unfiltered pride in his earnings.
A quick heist. I'm gonna let y'all know this. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. At the end of the day, I'm the smart one. Because I don't care if you write good about me, you write bad about me, just keep writing about me.
Jeff Mayweather, Floyd's uncle and past trainer, has voiced unease about Floyd's lifestyle after leaving the sport. A former business associate further revealed that during his peak income periods, Floyd was consistently spending more than he was making. Despite earning millions or even billions, his expenses often outpaced his income.
Look, man, you know, we both made some real money, but you know, you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month. You ain't really got that much money.
Shit, he probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes. Say we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month. We really don't got no paper like that saved up.
That's a fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but you know, me and you, we real. We never count nobody's paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got $10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out. Like whatever the tab is, you know, he should be able to wire that.
I think he could do that with no problem. I think he got all the money in the world. I think they may not want it. Some different countries be wanting different things. Think about it. How many times have, you know, we've been involved with something and we go, nah, man, we just throw some paper at it. And I'm talking back in the days when we was doing our little 1-2s.
Correct.
And nah, they don't want to drop the case. You'd be like, I'll put the money up for the lawyer. I'll put the money up for the bail. they don't want to drop it, and you find yourself 9-10 months later sitting there like, oh shit, this is getting real. So I think that's the problem he's going through. I think it may be getting real.
Wow. That's crazy, man. And you would figure his big homie Al Heyman would rectify it.
Al's a powerhouse. Al's that dude. Al should be able to rectify anything. He's a Harvard lawyer. He's smart. He got PBC. Correct. He raised a couple of $1 billion.
Floyd's well-known generosity toward his children has led to some unintended consequences. Boxer Gervonta Tank Davis shared that Floyd's daughter repeatedly messaged him on Snapchat. And when he declined her advances, Floyd reportedly retaliated. According to Tank, the situation had a significant impact on his career. In 2020, Yaya was arrested for allegedly stabbing a woman involved with rapper NBA YoungBoy.
Yeah, I kept telling him, though, I paid him my money. I kept telling him, man, niggas ain't do nothing.
Yeah.
The one with the hair, I guess he the owner of the company. And the one outside worked for him. Bullshit, man. But when the whole time you heard me, bro. The whole time you heard me raising my tone.
Bro,
you never got out the car.
Bro, what happened? You had put her out the house? Because he was trying to say you put the water out the house.
I'm about to tell you,
all that stuff was out in front. She was out front, and she went in the car with security guard. Then she got out of the car and walked back.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
Confronted her in the back.
That's the problem. She never was in the backyard, right?
That's what he said.
Man, tell me why I was looking for this girl the whole time. She was in his car.
He did say she was in the car.
Right. You my security. You my security.
Hold on, though. He also said that she got out.
When she got out, I done woke up by then. When I walk outside, she on my front porch. She asked for a phone. I walk inside to get her phone. When I come back, she's sitting right there. Nah, get the fuck out.
Following the incident, Yaya was released after posting a $30,000 bail and spending less than 24 hours in jail. Floyd's response was one of unwavering support, expressing pride in his daughter. However, his reaction shielding her from consequences raises questions about his parenting approach and how it ties into his broader financial choices.
And I feel like it's always the women versus the other woman as opposed to the guy that had a commitment to you.
Yeah.
I'm not saying go stab him, but now she's going to be the one behind bars.
Yeah.
And his life is going to go on.
Floyd continues to stand by his daughter, publicly stating that he avoids conflicts with others. He even refers to NBA YoungBoy as family, calling him a son. His loyalty to his loved ones appears to outweigh any concerns over their actions or reputations.
You know,
people on the outside.
Yeah, I'm proud of my daughter because even though she's a little young now, but baby, 21, and she'll be 22 this year, but I'm proud of her. I'm proud of NBA YoungBoy. Very, very talented young kid. One of the biggest artists as far as in music. He got a cult-like following. I look at him, you know, just like one of my sons. I look at him just like one of my sons. I only want the best for him. And
that wraps up today's coverage. Make sure to stay connected for more updates.